Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, first Monday of October. And it is, I'm starting to feel the fall here. I'm in Wyoming right now. I'm going to be heading back to Colorado soon. My name is Britt. I'm one of the teachers on Daily Ritual. And we just want to thank you for joining us this month for routine and ritual, opportunity to drop in and just get consistent with our practice, get consistent with showing up for ourselves. And with that being said, today, the word that I chose was embodiment, is embodiment. And embodiment is such a powerful practice because it is a practice in and of itself and something that you have to show up for, or you get to show up for every single day to be embodied. And I think one of the most beautiful and most challenging things about embodiment and truly occupying these vessels, being conscious within our form, is presence. It requires a unwavering sense of presence, which I believe breath and movement are some of the two most potent ways to actualize that capacity for moment-to-moment embodiment. Many things can exist in a cerebral or intellectual, conceptual lens for us. Many people have many concepts that resonate very deeply, and it's really until we actualize those concepts, we actualize the cerebral into our form, into the body, that embodiment takes place, and that is where the magic happens. So we're going to actually start with some breath today, and breath, I believe, is the deepest way to embody and our most potent anchor cord to the present moment. We cannot be in a bad pretending falsehood of the future, of things that may or may not happen. And we can't really be stuck in the past and ruminating on things that did happen and wishing they would have happened one way or the other. Breath requires us to be in this now moment. If you are connected to your breath, you are present. If you are observing, feeling, engaged in conscious breathing, you're present. And so we're going to start with just a little bit of breath this morning, and then we'll move into a breath-centered movement practice. So wherever you are, take a nice, comfortable seat. You can also lie down. Sometimes it is easier to find the engagement of our diaphragm when we are on our back. I'm going to stay seated today, and I want you to first bring just attention to the pelvic diaphragm, the diaphragm that sits in the pelvic floor. And that is really where we can bring attention as we're breathing. We think of the primary diaphragm in the belly, but I want you to think of all three diaphragms that exist along our central channel, and we're going to invite the breath into all three. So letting your eyes close if that feels good, or just fixing your gaze low. Take your hands and slide the flesh from underneath your bum slightly out of the way. You can just pull it wide and then up towards the sacrum. You'll feel a slight triangulation of the pelvic floor, so the pubic bone is reaching back to expand into the base of the triangle, which would then be the 6 bones or the top of the femur bones. Let your base widen back and imagine your breath moving through the pelvic floor. Soften your belly, let all the muscles in and around the abdomen just release into a beautiful roundness of the belly. And from that fullness, I want you to fill into the roots, fill into your lungs. Imagine a circumferential expansion happening on all sides as you invite in a liftedness, a presence through your heart. And then gently lifting the chin, reach through the crown of your head and settle here. Soften through the eyes and come into present awareness of your breath. Before making any changes to the breath, I want you to feel where is there ease, where is resistance, and just float your awareness around the experience of breath. Notice how just bringing awareness to our breath, the world starts to slow down around us. We start to feel more and think less. This is a place of embodiment, a place we can only go deeper. The more we go in, the more awareness expands. The next time you inhale, I invite you to place one hand over your heart center and one hand over the low belly right around the navel. Deeper opportunity for embodiment, the feedback of touch provides us information of where we are in space. Breathe into the pressure of your hands. Notice the wave between the hands, between the belly and the chest. And start to invite the breath in low and slow. Every inhale, drawing the breath all the way down into the pelvic floor. Filling the belly. And then every exhale, feel the breath rise up the central channel and release, letting go of any of that resistance. Breath requires presence. And presence requires sensitivity to release judgment and just observe with curiosity and acceptance. I invite you now to get so sensitive that you tune into the beat of your heart under the hand that lays over it. It might be so subtle that you really have to get quiet. Once you find your heartbeat, we'll extend that rhythm as a metronome to the breath. Inhaling for a heartbeat of 5. And exhaling for 5 heartbeats. This form of biofeedback is specific and unique to you, creating coherence with your breath and your heart to soften the mind into present awareness. Again, inhales, heartbeat of 5. Exhales to match. Stay here for a few more breaths, allowing yourself to feel the breath through your whole body. Give yourself permission to step into this unification of the mind-body. Consciousness exists in even your pinky toes, the tip of your tail, inside the ears. The whole body breathes you. One more embodied heart breath. Release the hands and just take a moment to observe. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. I love that. It's magic to me. It's recenters everything, and just that aspect of embodiment is so attainable through our breath. So we're just gonna stay in a seated. Actually, let's stand. We're gonna stand up for next few minutes. We're just gonna work our breath into our movement. So I want you to, let me just adjust this a little bit. There we go. So I want you to come to taking the feet about a hip width distance. And with the sensation of embodiment, I invite you to feel all parts. Feel down into your toes to start. Maybe wiggle all 10 toes into the earth. Shift your weight forward. So there's a sense of buoyancy or a bounce in your posture. Soft bend can come into the knees, allowing you to find that same sliding back of the pubic bone, lifting of the glutes, letting the pelvic floor open to the earth. And then find that sense of fullness in your ribs as you lengthen the belly. Lift your chin, expand your arms up high and wide, feeling every sensation as you move requires you to move slow. We'll start to shift our weight from side to side, finding a long reach through the arms, fullness through the heart, and just kind of tipping the upper body opposite direction as you push the ribs. So I push my ribs left, reach my arms right, press down into my left foot. Exhale through center. Ribs push right, arms reach left, really pressing down into my right foot. Big inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach and push. Exhale, center. Inhale, let the breath expand the body for that full inhale. And then exhale, deepens and roots you back to center. We'll connect our hands together, palms together to touch, and then place your thumb right on the crown of your head. Keeping the elbows narrow, this allows us to maintain fullness in our heart, in our lungs. And then we're going to bring awareness to the front and back body. I call these clopins. So really feeling into these movements, letting the breath guide the movement to maintain that felt sense experience the entire time. Thumbs connect to the crown of the head. Reach through your elbows, push through the forearms, lift the chin, big inhale. As you exhale, let your chin curl in towards your chest, moving through one vertebrae at a time, rounding into the thoracic spine. And then big inhale, my pubic bone slides back. Crown reaches, elbows extend high to the sky, fullest inhale. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open it up. Using the full length of the inhale to expand. And then exhale, closes it in. Stay here and take your chin along your chest, side to side. Let yourself explore the upper back, pushing through the fullness of your ribs. Stay in your breath. And then inhale, slide the hips back, reach through the crown, forearms push. We're going to start to make now big rotations. You can slide your hands to cup the base of the skull. And we're just going to start exploring circumferentially that whole thoracic cavity. Taking time to feel. Inhales, open you. Pressing the head back in space. Exhales, close it down. Reverse directions. Exhale, round. Inhales, open, press the head back. Release your arms up high to the sky. And once again, rock your weight side to side. Now, I want you to just invite in a little shake, a little vibration through your body. Great opportunity to release the nervous system, moving out of any fight or flight or stress response. Keep shaking. As we enter that safe space in our nervous system, we can feel more, which means more presence and deeper embodiment. Keep shaking, shake your arms, shake your legs, your shoulders, maybe bring in some hops. Keep going. And then pause. Feel that prana circulating through your body. And thank your body. Give yourself a big hug. And take your hands along your sides. Just embrace that sensuality with yourself. Thank you. So this is something, it's maybe you could do that in really a 10-minute practice. I did some talking. So I invite you to explore what that would look like, what that would feel like for you to experiment for a consistent period of time. Maybe it's 30 days. Maybe it's 7 days to start giving yourself an opportunity to, connect with yourself, get central with yourself, and most of all, find that presence for greater embodiment. We have a couple of free offerings on dailyritual.live. One being Breathwork that happens every Sunday with Mason at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 3 p.m. Pacific. And it's a really great opportunity to deepen your connection with your breath through a very expansive breathwork practice called conscious connected breathing. And it's free, so you really have nothing to lose. Give yourself an opportunity to explore that. It is a great ritual to bring in every Sunday as a practice that sets you up for a deeper sense of embodiment through the week. So check it out. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how you are receiving us. We want to know you. So don't be a stranger. All right. Love you. Thank you. Shanti, shanti, shanti.